All right, so these are the three best AI tools I'm currently using and I keep using. I have tried a ton, and these three I just keep coming back to. So number one, obviously, are the LLMs. And I'm subscribed to just the lowest tier. It's like 25 bucks, I believe. So that would be ChatGPT. That would be Claude, and I'm going to do a breakdown on how to use ChatGPT 5. So I've heard a ton that people don't like ChatGPT 5. It's not that it's a broken model or that even ChatGPT 4 was better. It's that you're actually not prompting it correctly. It actually is architected differently. So we'll get into that. Tomorrow's video will be about that. So subscribe, like, so you can see that. But ChatGPT for basically just kind of everyday tasks for deep research, sure. Gemini, I do like Gemini because Google has a ton of data. Obviously, they all have a ton of data, but Google, I find, obviously, it's kind of like, hey, the web. So I use Gemini for kind of deep research or just getting a clump of data, which is lovely. And then Claude specifically, okay, I like to use Claude, obviously, for Claude Code. But Claude specifically for advertising and copywriting, more importantly. And we'll get into all of that eventually here, and how to prompt it, how to utilize it, what good copy consists of. Again, I've been kind of in the advertising and marketing space for a long time, and I have a good understanding of copywriting, sales copy, all that good stuff. I'm in Alan Sultanic's group, and he's taught me a lot, but that's for a different time. So the LLMs, obviously, they're very important. They do a ton of tasks for me on a daily basis. I am trying them all. Any update I get, I try it. To be fair, I haven't tried the pro version, the $200 a month version, but probably here shortly I'll get on that. So that's number one. The LLMs, very, very important. The free models will do you fine as well. I just like having access to more tokens. So that's that. Number two would be N8N. If you're looking to automate anything, N8N is the tool to do it. There's a bit of a learning curve. If you're not really that competent in code or JSON, that's completely fine. It's not really that difficult to understand. What I would suggest, how I kind of started off and I continue to do it, is just look up a video of what you're trying to do. There's tons of N8N tutorials out there. And a lot of people actually just give the free templates out. Now, the templates are great. If you're trying to sell a service, I would just say potentially just get a free template and then learn from there. But more importantly, what I do is I'll watch a video and I'll basically just do what they're doing. And that kind of helps you get an understanding of what you're building, how the thing works, how N8N is kind of built. But anything automated, from like email automation to onboarding to front end, back end systems, really anything you were trying to automate, if it's a business or just life in general, N8N is kind of the tool to do it with. Now, again, like I've said, automation will probably become obsolete here in the future. I don't think we're going to be needing to basically string things along in your linear fashion. Rather, we're just going to be speaking about it, and the LLM or the AI is going to just build it through just natural language. So that is very exciting, but right now N8N is massive. Number three would be Lovable. Okay, so if you're doing a landing page or even Cursor, anything that just builds it for you, right? So basically what I'm trying to showcase here, and I'll do a bonus here in a second, is that your LLMs kind of get you the material, get you the research, get you the copy. N8N kind of gets the automation, gets the process going, and then Lovable, Cursor, those types of apps, those specifically help you actually get someone on your landing page website, and you can build this out very, very quickly. Now, I will say this, a lot of people think that you can actually just prompt Lovable and you can have people coming onto your site instantly, or you can start taking data in instantly. That's not how it works. Yes, you can have the front end that's Lovable, but for instance, if I fill out a form in Lovable or Cursor, there's no back end setup just yet. Yes, Lovable is coming out with updates very quickly that do allow for databases and stuff, so like that. But right now, to my understanding, and depending when you're watching this, it probably will already be there. But there's no back end, so this information just doesn't go anywhere. So you actually have to solve for that, okay? Supabase, all that type of stuff. That's how you solve for it, to hold the data, hold the customer's data. But it's important. So again, Cursor, Lovable. You can really just prompt it. You can you can create a landing page very quickly and then deploy it through some other efforts. But very quickly, just spin up something, spin up a website. If you're selling websites to local businesses, use Lovable, and you can actually have probably a better website or of the same quality that you're probably selling it to, right? Selling the business. So those are basically 3, and one more just to help you with your sales. Or maybe your sales process is Gamma. I'm a huge fan of Gamma right now, okay? So basically, Gamma is PowerPoint, but on steroids. I use this religiously. I use this for YouTube videos. I use this for explainers. I use this for a ton of stuff. And really, you can just prompt it again, and I'll show you how to really be efficient with prompting and get really, really good prompts, okay? Again, prompt engineering, maybe going to be something of the past, maybe important. We'll see how it goes. But for right now, prompt engineering is key, and understanding how to actually understand these models, prompt them correctly so you get outputs that you want that are drastically different from your competitors, make all the difference. So Gamma, right now I'm using it for sales decks. We actually use it to sell systems. Sales decks, very important. Presentations, very important. And it spins it up instantly. And I think it's only about $20. It's worth every dollar. I use it probably every day because I'm making tons of content and we're selling and all that other stuff. So Gamma, really, really cool. And they have a ton of functionality within the actual tool. You can change the theme, outline. You can keep prompting it to get more information. You can add slides, take away slides, all this cool stuff. It's become really, really big. You've probably seen people use it. But those 4 things, let's just recap quickly. LLMs. So however you want to use it specifically, I just stick with Claude for when it's coding, when it's copywriting, when it's anything marketing related. ChatGPT is kind of just my everyday use case. And Gemini for, some stuff here. What I'll usually do is just, if I have a prompt, I'll just run it by all 3 just to see what spits out the better prompt. And again, we're going to be diving deep into those live, showing you how to get the best output. So LLMs are one thing. You can try the free version for now if you're subscribed, and you're getting kind of the $20 version. Awesome. I'll show you how to navigate ChatGPT 5 here shortly. Number 2 is N8N. If you're looking to automate any task, again, from scheduling, from emails, from sales calls, from onboarding, N8N is kind of the back end system of how it all works. And then for your front end, it's going to be something like Lovable or Cursor, where I pretty much code or prompt or even Replit, basically a landing page, a website, so I can actually have people come on. They put in their information. Yes, you have to solve for that, which is easy. It's going to take not a little bit of time, but it's just some maneuvering here and there. And then N8N is going to kind of tie it together. And then Gamma for your presenting of your sales decks, your pitches, anything that you're using PowerPoint. If you're using PowerPoint, just start using Gamma now. Instead of spending hours putting together a PowerPoint, you can spend minutes, literally 30 seconds, minutes, and then you can refine it to create the same thing for you and better. So if you're not using those 4 tools, I highly suggest you start using those tools, and you can start making money today with those tools. Now, there's a ton of tools out there. Those are kind of the 4 I keep using and that have always been improving. They got great teams behind them, so it's awesome. And until I find other ones, I'll keep you updated. But use those 4 tools, look into them, try every tool. Don't just listen to me. Try every tool and see what ones you like, see what ones you kind of fit the use case for you, and we can go from there. But tomorrow, again, subscribe, like, comment down kind of what platforms or what tools you're using right now. Tomorrow, we're going to be deep diving in how to use ChatGPT 5 proficiently and make it better than ChatGPT 4, ultimately putting you ahead of your competitors. Okay, so talk tomorrow. Take care.